In other words, we are going to do Lomachenko is going to fight Campbell in the end of August, and we were able to make that deal with.
Go give him
a
follow. It's his page.
Books fights for the zone, and we had Kroller against Lomachenko before that. So, yeah, I mean, there's a possibility, but.
I'm cool with it. You know, it's a different type of move, and we need to see it. You know, how do you feel about the WBC ordering a champion to fight for a vacated title? Remember, Mikey Garcia. Okay, let me run it down to you. By the way, I'm a big Luke Campbell fan. I'm pissed. He was in Philly. Him and George Groves were in Philly. And I missed them both. And you know me and George Grove, we got beef. We got beef from like years back. Like old beef from the years ago. But one day, George, we're gonna meet face to face, man, and he gonna have to unblock me from Twitter. That's all I ask. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, boxing rankings. So let's talk. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live with FightView360.com. We cover every single major fight live. So sometime in late August, Lomachenko, WBA Super World, and WBO 135-pound champion is going to be taking on Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC 135-pound championship. Mikey Garcia basically vacated, and he's holding on to, for whatever reason, that WBC, what's called WBC Emeritus spot, which makes him the mandatory for whenever if he decides, I don't think he'll ever touch 135, if he decides to go back down to 135, he'll be the mandatory automatic for Lomachenko or Campbell, whoever has that. So it's kind of like a marketing thing. I mean, you know, having some extra chips, I guess. You know, bargaining to say, hey, look, I'm, 135, but it really means nothing. He's not champion no more. Richard Comey is going to be taking on Ray Beltran, if I'm correct, right? For that IBF title. And then he's tagged, likely, if he wins or if he wins between him and Ray Beltran, to fight Teofimo Lopez. So 135 is stacked. Then you have Devin Haney, who's also a matchroom fighter, who's going to be taken on, according to Eddie Hearn, which makes sense, Zairo Abaduliev to be the mandatory for the winner of Campbell versus Loma 3 titles. So I guess I can say this. There's a bit of a tournament going on, and the beauty of it all is somewhere we can see Loma, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, all these guys fight. Ryan Garcia is even at 135 right now, but they're going to probably dial him back a little bit. Francis Barthélemy and Robert Easter are trying their best to get their hands on a fake title that shouldn't be around, the WBA world title that shouldn't even exist. Thank God that fight ended in a draw. And I hope they don't revisit it, because Robert Easter wants to stay around at 135 and Francis Barthélemy wants to stay around at 135. But guess what? They're surrounded by politics being on, in this case, the other side of the street. So it's either, if they want a title shot, they got to listen. They got to fall in line at 135. So I'm looking forward to Campbell versus Kroll. Campbell versus Loma. I've been looking forward to seeing how Luke Campbell can perform on this level, and also he learned a lot from that Jorge Linares loss and the Yvonne Mendy in which he avenged. So now it's the marbles. Now he's got the pedigree, but Loma's got double the pedigree. However, in my opinion, he's better than Anthony Corolla. Now, I'm sorry. Luke Campbell is better than Jose Pedraza, in my opinion. And, well, if it wasn't for, the Jorge Linares, my bad, fucking nose itching. The Jorge Linares knockdown, that flash knockdown, remember that? In fact, let's go watch some highlights real quick. I'll be right back. Please subscribe.
Protect yourself at all time. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck to both of you.
He dropped him.
3, 4.
I remember, we thought like he was done. Remember, we thought he was done. But, you know, he bounced back well and he started boxing beautifully. You know, now Loma's going to be fast and Loma's going to hit it with some angles. Remember, Luke Campbell is damn near 6 feet tall anyway. About 5'10". You know, it's going to be a tall order. It's going to be a tall order. Now, don't get me wrong. If I was to give a prediction, I'm going to say, hey, listen, Luke Campbell good. Luke Campbell going to do a bet. Well, he should do better than Pedraza. You know, he should do better than Linares. And then, well, Rigondeaux just disappointed us. He's better than Mariaga. He's better than Jason Sosa and Nicholas Walt. You know, quality opponent. We're going to see. It's a lot on the line. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Shout out to Jose Calderon. He been out here working, man. And obviously the people dislike the video because it's Bob Arum. You know, people just don't like hearing him talk. For some reason, they just dislike his videos. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.